Journey to Lagos. In the quiet village of Alamide, life was simple and predictable. The villagers knew each other by name, and everyone shared in each other's joys and sorrows. Among them was Ade, a humble farmer known for his hard work and kind heart. But Ade had always dreamt of something bigger. He longed to see the bustling city of Lagos, a place he had only heard of in stories. It's time I see the world beyond Alamide. It's time I visit Lagos. With his family's blessings and the whole village bidding him farewell, Ade sets off on his journey. He takes the local bus, the only connection between Alamide and the distant city. Ade is boarding a rickety bus. The journey is long and rough. The bus weaves through dirt roads, with scenes of the countryside passing by. Ade, talking to himself, I wonder what Lagos will be like. They say the streets are crowded, the buildings tall, and the people too busy to even greet you. The bus enters the highway, and Ade's eyes widen as he sees the changing landscape. Gradually, the countryside gives way to the outskirts of the city. After hours of travel, the bus finally arrives in Lagos. Ade steps out and is immediately overwhelmed by the sights and sounds. The streets are filled with people. Cars honk loudly, and the buildings tower above him. Ade looks around, disoriented and amazed. He struggles to make sense of the chaos around him. Ade, talking to himself this is Lagos. It's so different from Alamide. Lost and unsure of where to go, Ade wanders through the streets. Clutching his bag tightly, he is mesmerized by the tall skyscrapers, the flashing lights, and the endless sea of people. Ade asks a passerby for directions to a friend's house, but the person brushes him off, too busy to stop. Ade looks around, feeling small and insignificant in the vast city. As night falls, Ade realizes he has no place to stay. Exhausted and hungry, he finds a small, crowded eatery. He sits down and orders a meal, but when the bill comes, he is shocked by the price. Ade struggles to count his money, realizing it won't be enough. The server scowls at him, and Ade hastily hands over what little he has, embarrassed. Ade, talking to himself in Alamide, this could have fed my family for a week. With nowhere else to go, Ade spends the night on a bench in a busy park, the noise of the city keeping him awake. The next morning, Ade is determined to find his friend. After asking several people for directions, he finally meets a kind stranger who helps him. Ade arrives at his friend's small apartment, a tiny room in a crowded building. His friend welcomes him warmly, but Ade can see the struggle in his eyes. Ade, talking to himself, Lagos is not what I imagined. It's a place of dreams, yes, but also of challenges. I thought I could conquer the city, but I realize now that I must learn to navigate its ways. Over the next few days, Ade experiences the highs and lows of city life. He sees the wealth and the poverty, the kindness and the indifference. He learns that while Lagos is a city of opportunities, it is also a city that demands resilience. Ade reflects on his journey as he prepares to return to Alamide. Ade, talking to himself, Lagos has shown me the world is vast, and there is much to learn, but it has also taught me to cherish my roots. I will return to Alamide, not as a man who was defeated by the city, but as one who has learned and grown, with a heart full of memories and a mind filled with new knowledge. Ade boards the bus back to Alamide. The journey home is quieter, but Ade is no longer the same man who left the village. Ade, talking to himself, Lagos is a place I will visit again, but Alamide will always be where my heart belongs. And so, Ade returns to his simple life in Alamide, but with a newfound appreciation for both his village and the vast world beyond.